Okay, so we're here with Caroline Nuttall, and Caroline has a gadget.
Iteracare wand.
The wand, the Iteracare wand, and she's going to tell us a little bit about it.
Hi everyone, and you want to come and have a play too, don't you?
Hey Jasper.
So this Iteracare wand is a fantastic healing tool, and what it does is it promotes terahertz frequency, which is the frequency that your body, all plants, all animals, all sentient beings resonate out. So it's like a hairdryer, literally. And what it does is it reminds your body what a healing, healthy cell feels like. So I'm going to do a bit of a demonstration on Chloe, who is, ridiculously healthy and doesn't have any pain. Normally, if I had someone in front of me who had a sore shoulder, then I would focus on the shoulder, for example. But what it does is it just reminds your body of its own healing power. So it doesn't heal anything, but it does help your body to re-find its own health. So some of the things that it's really phenomenal for are things like high blood pressure, any autoimmune disease, which obviously that's pretty much any disease that you know about. It's fantastic for wrinkles. It's really good for weight loss. It's great for prostate cancer. I'm not allowed to say the word cancer, sorry, but problems with your prostate.
You can say whatever you want. This is RealNaturo's. You can say whatever you want.
And but basically, it's just reminding your body how to be as healthy as possible. So what a lot of people report back to me is their hair gets stronger and softer, their complexion improves, they sleep much better. So it's just something that, little things. I won my eyes with it. I can now read the small print on the back of cooking products, which I couldn't do for years. It's phenomenally helped my knees. I'd say they were 80% better. I've had really bad knees for a very long time. So what I'm going to do is we're going to put the camera down and we're just going to wand Zoe. So I'm going to just give her the usual protocol, which is wanding the hands and the feet. The reason we wand the feet and the hands is because you've got every organ and endocrine in your hand and your feet, hence reflexology.
And the meridians and
all the nadis and yes, all of that. So we're effectively doing the whole body, but because it is quite a powerful unit, we want to start off really slow just to check that her body doesn't react to it. If you are using it and you're using it too much, you'll get the usual detox symptoms, which are headaches, possible tummy upsets, and we just say drink more water. Now the great thing about this is you can wand a big bottle of water, and so when you're drinking that water, you're putting the frequency of healthy cells into your body through the water, which is also very healing. I can talk for a long time, so I will stop now.
Well, let's do a podcast and we continue this conversation in the podcast. And then I'll be posting this on the Real Talk forum, and people can speak with you through the forum as well. Absolutely. Beautiful. Thank you.
Yeah, if you can get your foot around about there, then it would be really obvious. So, back in tiny there. So, as I said, it is just like a hairdryer.
It feels like a hairdryer.
If you can use a hairdryer, you can use this. Obviously, we're respecting that this is now blowing terahertz frequency into your entire body. The blue light that you can see is separate to what I've just told you about, and this blue light is already used in the dentistry work to help your teeth whiten, to help with gum disease, to help with oral problems. But it's also really phenomenal, and I will speak with experience for this. I have a really bad athlete's foot because I spent my entire life in wellies because I'm a gardener, and I just had never been able to get rid of it. But it helps any bacterial thing on the surface of the body, any viruses, and I use this to help my gums reglow. But how does it feel, Chloe, as I'm doing that?
It's really nice.
Yeah.
It's really nice.
It's
really grounding. I think that's like the main. I literally feel like, I haven't slept more than 4 hours in the last 10 days, easily. And I've been wired because I've stopped eating, because it's been sunny, so I haven't needed to eat so much. And I've literally just felt like back to the earth, like.
I'm sorry to steal on, but Yeah, it's just
Amazing. So I need a grounding massively.
And there isn't a right way and a wrong way to do it. The things that you can't use it with, and I'll repeat this all on the podcast. So menstruating women, pregnant women, it tends to cause too much heavy blood flow, and so
too much of a detox reaction.
Yeah. I'm sorry. So I'm really supposed to be doing this for about a minute or 2 minutes, but I know Chloe's ultra healthy, so I'm just going to carry on for a bit. Plus, it's really lovely giving it to someone else. It's just so relaxing. Okay, so we've done that one. So if we move that away, and we just do the same with the other foot. The other thing you can't use it with is metal in the body. So if you've got piercings, metal in the teeth, pacemakers, stents, you can use it, you just can't run straight onto the metal. So
you can do my nose then.
Well, I mean, you could take the ring out, or you could just wander around it. Do you see what I mean? But
is it working on redox? Is it working on mitochondria? Is it working on...
It's the frequency that your cells resonate at. So we're just reminding your cells in the body what they should be resonating at. So you imagine if you live in a really strong environment where there's masses of EMS, your cells will resonate at a different frequency because they're picking up on it, bombarded all the time. And that's why it's so good for anti-aging, because it's reminding your cells how to stay young.
Which then effectively will affect redox reactions and
I don't know what that is. I'm sorry about that, but I'll agree with you, but I don't know what it is. I will go away and learn, obviously. Now what I would normally do, so Chloe's never experienced this before, I would normally do 1 or 2 minutes on each foot, 1 or 2 minutes on each palm, and then I would do, like, say she said I have a sore knee or a sore shoulder or a wrist. Usually when I talk to people, they have something that's not, not as they would like it. Then I'll do 2 or 3 minutes on that place, and that's enough for a beginner with this. I think it's really important with this. It's a very powerful machine. Just start off slowly and make sure your body is okay. But you're not feeling any.
Really calm.
There are 2 other settings which are a lot hotter. I've never used them. I don't see why you should, but some people like violet. Now animals, I can see the dog's getting ready for hers. And dogs and animals and birds, they love this. They just, us humans can really resist things, whereas the animals just kind of lie down and go, yes, please. Alright, so that feels like enough for that. So if we move a little bit closer, so I just want the palms of your hand. Now, the frequency goes into your body 20 to 30 centimeters on the higher heat. On the lower heat that I've got it on now, it goes 5 to 10 centimeters. So that means, for example, if I was to, it's very good for lungs. That's the other thing that seems to be really good for. So just do the wrists. And what I tend to find with my patients is that the next morning is when they feel the real
benefit.
Yeah, it's like, they feel really. Some people,
even after just one session.
Yeah. I mean, the reason I bought mine was because I was watching loads of videos and people had got well from car accidents from 20 years ago, and their bulging spines, and they'd had 20 minutes. But I'm English, and I was a bit like, okay. But literally, the testimonials just keep coming. So I'm so excited.
And can Dan explain the tech of this?
He could probably. I don't find I need to.
Let's try him with it.
And for me, because I'm looking after 2 really poorly people and they have a lot of carers, so I just say to all the carers, have you got a part of your body that hurts? And I want them, and they all, it really sells itself, this thing. It's wonderful.
I love that it's like a hairdryer. I can just imagine using this in winter.
So now a lot of the
before I go to sleep.
females have said that when you use it to actually dry your hair,
right,
that's when you get the silky smooth you know, it really improves your hair follicles. And one of the things I've noticed is that, yeah, my hair has always fallen out. I have a lot of hair. I have a real lot of hair, and it's really thin, but it's always fallen out a lot. And I've noticed that, I've noticed that recently I only got about 2 or 3 hairs when I combed my hair having washed it, and I was like, what? Because my whole life it's fallen out in clumps.
It looks super thick.
I know it looks thick, but it's really thin. But anyway, yeah, I'm delighted about that, because obviously your body's using energy to make hair and whatever else. You see, now this hand I would say is struggling more to accept, and the other hand felt really smooth. I'm an intuitive, as you know, so I'm just, this hand feels like it needs more. So when I'm
left side, is that masculine or feminine?
So when I'm doing myself, I just, oh, that feels like it needs doing. Oh, you know, I'll have a twinge in the day and go, oh, great, I've got something to wash. And do you want to talk a bit about, has James told you about what it's done for him?
He hasn't really. So okay, but I would like to get some more information. But he, yeah, as he said, he's doing lots of different things, but he definitely noticed a difference on his eyes.
So Chloe's brother's got long COVID, and that's the first time I've ever come across anyone who had long COVID, so I didn't know what to do. But there's definite protocols for each, you know, for different issues. And he definitely was more relaxed after the sessions, definitely. And I thought his hair grew back a bit more on his head. Yeah,
good.
I said that to him. But I don't know if you're
Definitely, he's looking better. He's looking better.
So on a new client, this is pretty much about as much as I would do, but I know that Chloe's, you're not struggling to sleep, that's not true, but so I'm gonna just waft the back of her head. So maybe, could you sit on the floor for that? That might be good. And then like I said, so this goes in 5 to 8 centimetres. I know. So I'm aiming at the pineal. We've got the hypothalamus here. So there's lots of different areas of the brain
That is so relaxing.
are related to
Oh
health.
my golly gosh.
And again, it makes your hair so soft and smooth. It's gorgeous.
So smooth.
So anyone who has like amalgams or anything like that, you just don't want near your teeth, basically. So any metal that you've got, if you've got a belly piercing that you can't take out, just wand around it. Because I think if you get the metal really hot, it can burn the skin. I think that's the problem.
Right.
How's that feeling?
Amazing. And any of my Naturo pros who are watching this, who can see energy, they would have just seen what that's done to my pineal. Wow.
You feel more settled. That's exactly the word I would use, settled. It's like you've arrived, isn't it? So there we are.
Nice.
So that's just a very short one because I didn't want to overdo it, but yeah.
Thank you so much,
You're
Caroline.
so welcome.
Is there anything else that you want to say in the camera, or we'll just continue?
No, I think just get one. They're amazing. I genuinely was a bit. Why should I? But I'm so happy I've got it. And every single person I've wanted, including someone with fibromyalgia and things like that, they noticed that the area that we want is relaxed. So it's just amazing.
Yeah, thank you. I'm definitely feeling it. I feel a lot more kind of grounded, even though I didn't know that I wasn't grounded before. I even sound calmer, don't I?
You do.
There we go. It's the Iteracare wand.